I never realized that Callum Smith had fought Dmitry Bivol in the amateurs. But I'm not surprised, obviously, but I never realized that they'd actually fought. And here we have Dmitry Bivol on Twitter saying that if Callum Smith wants to avenge his amateur loss to him, it's all good. Step up to the plate. And not only will Bivol be willing to fight Callum Smith at light heavyweight, but he'll even be willing to drop down to super middleweight. Interesting. Dmitry Bivol is a very talented fighter. His last fight against Callum, a lot of people weren't impressed by, particularly given the fact that Callum was stopped by Vodcek not too long ago. But styles make fights, and maybe Callum was just in better condition, in better shape, better prepared for Bivol than he was for Vodcek. Who knows? But I rate Dmitry Bivol. He's very fast. He's a very good counter puncher. He's a very hard puncher. I was impressed with his performance against Sullivan Barrera. And yeah, I like Dmitry Bivol, but he does look like a small light heavyweight, doesn't he? Whenever you've seen him in the ring against particularly Barrera, who is a very big light heavyweight, let's be fair, he makes most light heavyweights look small. But nonetheless, Bivol does look like a pretty small light heavyweight, which makes his performances all the more impressive. That he's got this power, even though he looks like a fairly small guy at the weight and has the speed and all that kind of stuff, the strength. So I can see him dropping down to super middleweight without too much trouble, just looking at the size of him. Would Callum Smith really want it at this juncture? I suspect Callum Smith would probably want some unifications against fellow light heavyweight champions first, and maybe a couple big money fights at super middleweight. You got the likes of James DeGale out there, who is not a champion right now, but that is a fight which Callum Smith would definitely entertain. I'm sure he'd prefer if DeGale had a world title, but given the fact that it's a domestic rivalry and DeGale and Groves were the two top super middleweights in Britain for many years, he's taken out Groves. I'm sure he'd still have some interest in attempting to take out James DeGale too. That would really solidify his place as the premier super middleweight in the United Kingdom. I'm sure the Eubanks would have something to say about that, but they have something to say about everything, right? So, yeah, Callum Smith, I'm sure, would want to take care of a few fighters at super middleweight before entertaining a Dmitry Bivol. That's a legacy fight, isn't it? The Bivol fight. That's not really a priority when you're a newly crowned super middleweight champion to take on one of the most dangerous guys in the weight division above. That's a legacy fight. That's a fight when you've had a few fights at super middleweight, you've established yourself as a #1 guy, then you're looking for legacy. You take on a champion from the weight division above, or get him to come down, or you go up, whatever the case may be. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is there footage online of Callum Smith versus Dmitry Bivol in the amateurs? If there is, I'll be very interested to see the fight. And do you think Callum Smith could beat a Dmitry Bivol potentially? Do you think he's that good? Do you think he could avenge his loss? Do you think he's going to go from strength to strength? How good can Callum Smith be? Drop it all in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.